Hamas has finally made its intentions perfectly clear. In an interview with the New York Times this week, it seems everything for them went according to plan. Since its October 7th attack on Israel in the aftermath, quote, it was necessary to change the entire equation and not just have a clash. Khalil al-Hayya, a member of Hamas's top leadership, told the Times, we succeeded in putting the Palestinian issue back on the table, and now no one in the region is experiencing calm. They're basically taking a victory lap. Quote, I hope that the state of war with Israel will become permanent on all borders and that the Arab world will stand with us. Taher El-Nounou, a Hamas media advisor, told the Times. Hamas wanted to destabilize the region. They wanted to cause a wider conflict. In fact, they say it went even better than planned. It was bloodier, even easier than anticipated. So now that they're admitting it, this renews the question that I've been asking. What else would you expect Israel to do in response to the Hamas terror attack? Israel now agreeing to daily 4-hour humanitarian pauses in northern Gaza, but I'm certain that's not enough for anyone who wants to criticize Israel. Back with us, Charlie Dent, former Republican congressman from Pennsylvania, Nomiki Konst, a progressive political organizer, and Larry Sharpe, host of The Sharpe Way. Nomiki, what do you make of it?
Listen, I mean, Hamas is a horrible organization that was elected over 15 years ago by barely a majority and is deeply unpopular in Gaza. We know that fact.
Deeply unpopular? I mean, I'm not so sure they're deeply unpopular.
Well, I think that, you know, I mean, listen, what are we going to...
The poll, there was polling.
Flawed polling. But put that aside. Hamas, a terrorist organization. That was propped up by Netanyahu. This is not about Israel. It's about Netanyahu and the power that he wants to hold on to. If Netanyahu really wanted to release the hostages early on, maybe do what every single hostage negotiator and expert says, is diplomacy, figuring out the best way, whether it's through Qatar or the U.S. or Saudi Arabia. You pick your partner to try to organize this. Rather than killing 4,000 babies who are innocent in Gaza, I mean, listen,
But you're talking as if you're dealing with someone on the other side who's a legitimate partner, right?
Is anybody who ever takes hostages a legitimate partner?
There have been, yeah. I mean, you can in a country, you know. I mean, when Russia arrests someone on trumped-up charges, and then you make a deal with Russia, yeah, you know that. With Hamas, the idea that the first response should have been negotiation, should have been, you know what, guys, okay.
It should have been to try to, I mean, people in Netanyahu's government have called for an obliteration of the Palestinian people to clear the Gaza territory and turn it into a parking lot.
Yeah.
I mean, this is official government responses.
No,
it's not what the majority of Israelis feel. 76% want Netanyahu to step down. 76% of Israelis want Netanyahu to step down.
Netanyahu is unpopular, but everyone almost in Israel thinks that Netanyahu had to go in. No, there's almost no one in Israel who thinks that the first response should have been negotiation.
Maybe not that way, though. Did they say go in by piling bomb after bomb after bomb?
There's no other choice. There's no other. That's my question. What is the other option?
You guys are talking about that. You're missing out, I think, a bigger point, which is the ideology of the U.S. and most of the West is everything is seen from the view of oppressor versus oppressed, which means whoever is bigger is by default wrong. This is 1967, the Arab nations are wrong and Israel is right. Well, now Israel's bigger than Gaza. So Israel is wrong by default. History doesn't matter. The details don't matter. No one's asking. Nobody cares. If you say that to somebody who doesn't believe you, they just go, you're wrong, Israel's bad.
Right,
we have to accept that as true, which means Israel has to realize that whatever they do, they will be seen as oppressor, right or wrong, historical or not.
That's true.
So they have to accept the L and then act accordingly. That's the most important piece. Accept the world's going to tell you that you're wrong and act accordingly.
Hamas started a war. They started a war. Israel has responded. And that is their right. They have a right to respond. Now, and they have made it clear that they are going to eradicate Hamas as a governing entity. It's not a legitimate partner. And I understand why they want to do that. But having said that, Israel has to be very smart about this invasion or incursion. Taking out Hamas is one thing, and leveling the country or parts of the country is another. But what do you do with Gaza the day after? Who is going to lead? I don't know how long they're going to want to stay there. It will be one hell of a mess trying to occupy that territory, and they really need to be thinking about that long term.
There's no way they want to be there. I mean, there's a reason that A, Egypt didn't want Gaza back, and B, that Israel was happy to go, you know, you can self-govern now. Yeah, we're good.
They disengaged.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.